Hello and welcome to my second Civ 5 Let's Play. Today we will be starting a Brave New World. That is the expansion pack that's just been released for the game. The last Civ 5 Let's Play I did was 2 years ago, maybe more. Maybe a year. Oh, more than a year, definitely 2. It was October 2011 I think. And in that game I played as Babylon. Now, today, I will be playing as... No. It apparently didn't save my settings when I just set this up previously. Today we'll be playing as Portugal, Maria I. And her, buff is Resource Diversity, which grants twice as much gold for Portugal in trade routes. Now, trade routes are a new mechanic for Brave New World. They also get the Now, which is, I think it's a frigate replacement, and Vitoria, which is a fort you place within city-states borders, which allows you to take their luxury resources for free. Like, it gives you a copy, I believe. Now this is from, this stretches back to, when Portugal was the major trading... I was about to say Civ there, but major trading country in the world back in the Renaissance era. So they finally put Portugal in the game, which is really, really cool. We'll be playing on Continents Plus. I do have every single DLC now for Civ 5. It's an amazing game, I love it. We'll be playing on Prince, normal difficulty, because I'm just not too good to defend myself against barbarians early game on anything higher. I've tried. I think I did win a game once at higher levels, but no. We're playing with time victory condition off because it ends the game in 2015 or 2030, which is way too soon. You can't get any late game stuff. Now, the last victory we got was science. I'm hoping not to do science again, because doing two of the same victory in a row is just a bit silly to me, to be honest. So we will either be going, we won't be going for domination. I don't like wars in Civ. It's very boring and annoying. So we'll either be going for cultural or diplomatic. I believe there's another victory in the game to do with Brave New World, but I'm not entirely sure. The other advanced game options we'll be playing with are allow policy saving, which allows me to ignore, say it pops up and says apply policy. Yes? No, it's not that, but something similar. I can just right click that away and it won't come back. I'll be saving my culture up so I can buy like a later game policy instead of wasting money on like piety or whatever. Allow promotion saving, it's just allow promotion and saving, it's the same thing, but with units promotions. I don't have to pick a promotion on the spot. I can wait for an opportunity that gives that unit a buff in combat or what have you. None of the other ones on. We're playing against 11 civs with 24 city-states going on a huge map. I prefer big maps, just it keeps people separated. On Continents Plus, I think I've already said that. So without further ado, let us start the game and listen to the awesome intro voice of the guy who does the intros for Civ.
Blessings be upon you, most gracious Queen Maria, protector and sovereign of the Portuguese people. As the first ever Queen Regnant of Portugal, it was your wise stewardship that protected the royal court from the incursions of Napoleon, establishing a safe haven in Brazil to preserve the integrity of Portuguese rule. Despite struggling with illness throughout your reign, your efforts to ensure Portugal's close cooperation with Brazil are credited with helping that state gain its eventual independence, and for this, you will always be admired and respected by the people of both nations. O noble and pious Queen, will you once again guide the Kingdom of Portugal in the spirit of cooperation and prosperity? Will you establish a new legacy, one that will surpass all those who came before you? Can you build a civilization that will stand the test of time?
Intro from this guy is awesome. He's done like lots of things. And after I made an intro, we look at the now, and the now is a caravel replacement, I think. Yes, so it's not a frigate, it's a caravel replacement. It has more movement, has a one-time ability next to a foreign lands to earn golden XP. May only be built by the Portuguese. Now, Vitoria, as I said, doubles it. It also provides 50% bonus as a fort. So, without further ado, let's get started. Looks like we've got an amazing start. We've got 2 spices, a gold, and we're next to probably a sea with a river. This is an amazing start for Portugal. Let's send our warriors off on auto explore, and we'll choose production as a monument because that's the best thing to choose early on. And plantations will be an amazing. Actually, I need to look at the new revamped again research tree because they changed it again, I believe, because obviously for balancing reasons and add a whole bunch of new features, they would have to rebalance things so that they made a lot more sense than the previous ones. And to add things, oh, looks like we've got a new research thing here. Internet. I don't believe that has been in the game before. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's not. And it doubles tourism output. Tourism is a new feature in the game. It advances towards a cultural victory, apparently. But let us pick. Oh, let us go for. Back to the beginning. What is this? That allows us to establish trade routes, and there's a caravan for trade routes. They give you food between your own cities and gold between other civs. So let us see. Is that the now? That's a cargo ship, probably for international trade across sea. Yeah. Now there's plantations on calendar, but here's mining, which would lead us this way. So what we're going to do is, for an early buff in production, we're going to go for mining. Then we're going to go for calendar. Now I've selected a queued up skill route here by holding shift after I've selected my first one. So let's next turn it. Wait for all those players to finish their turns while I look at all these other things. The culture overview. I don't understand what this is. I'll work it out at some point. We've discovered a barbarian encampment already, which is insane. Now the social policy tree has changed. This is all the same, I believe. Yes, this is all the same from Gods and Kings, or, well, Gods and Kings, but they've changed the bottom level, which I think is much better. They've added a new one, aesthetics and ideal. Oh, well, actually, let me. Okay, so you've got to choose an ideology, which I assume is. Well, this is communism. This is freedom, and this was. I can't remember. Dictatorship, militarism, militarism. I don't know. But they've added another one. I've just realized exploration. It spreads the empire overseas. It seems to be the replacement for. Oh no, commerce is right here, but it's changed slightly. It looks like they've replaced commerce and given commerce like new things, but put the rest of commerce here maybe. Interesting. Looks like this is pretty much the same, except there's no free tech, which was put in Gods and Kings, I believe. Now, aesthetics is a classical era one, so you can advance a lot faster. Oh, you can adopt piety first. Oh, that's pretty cool. You can. Okay, so it's a lot more condensed social policies, which is much better than saving up for rationalism to get the science tech. So in classical era, aesthetics, it improves the civilization's ability to generate culture, which is very cool, I think. Unlocks the Uffizi? I don't know. I can't pronounce that. Cultural centers, monuments, much faster. Access on happiness, turn to culture. very cool. A great artist appears. That's very cool, I suppose. Reduce the cost across future policies. So that used to be in piety, I believe. There should be a victory condition thing. I think it's in diplomacy. Ooh, World Congress. Ah, yes. Once you discover the printing press, you get a World Congress, kind of like the UN, essentially. Deal history, global politics. I can't remember where the victory thing is. Where the victory conditions are. Is it additional information? Yeah, victory progress. So, there's the standard domination victory, which is kill every other city, state's capital. This, complete the Apollo program. This one's win by United Nations, which is very easy to do as Maria Theresa of Austria. And this is influence over other civs. I'm not sure which victory we'll be going for. It's definitely not science. I promise you it will not be science. Domination might be a bit of a stretch with all these other ones. Although they might take each other out, might leave us with 2 or 3 to kill, maybe. We might be going for diplomatic. But we'll find that out later in the game. I'll next turn this. Now, as a quick announcement, I have recently joined a network on YouTube. It's called the VISO Games, I think. One of the two. Which is a sister network to TGN, which is an amazing opportunity. I was approached by Brian Chong from their recruitment department. First off, I thought it was a bit of a one of those like fake things. But after a bit of research and talking to him, we got 50 gold. That's an amazing ruin exploration. I believe one of the civs gives you the ability to pick what you get from ruins, which is amazing. But yeah, I've joined the network, so I'm now part of VISO, the VISO network, which makes it a lot easier for me to deal with YouTube in certain ways. But that's just a heads up for you guys. I'm part of the VISO network now. Means I'll be pumping out a lot more videos, maybe 2 a week, getting the schedule back up. I've just got to find the time around work and other things to actually get some videos recorded. I will be finishing this Let's Play, hopefully below 30 parts. Although it's Civ, and these games can last hours, days sometimes. So hopefully it won't last. And
Die Erzherzogin zu Österreich heißt Eure Eminenz willkommen in...
This is ridiculous.
Bringen wir es hinter uns. 4 wird
Dowager
gespeist.
Empress of the Romans, Queen of Hungary, and the Archduchess of Austria. Do you like theatre? So we'll just say goodbye to her. That's not a good thing. We're on the same continent. On a huge map, this is ridiculous that there's a civ on my continent. So we might have to end up taking Maria Theresa out, but I won't be doing early game war. Because early game war is not a good thing. It's resource draining, it draws the game out. We'll probably engage in warfare unless we're provoked by a battle. We got some... Oh, it just showed us where some barbarian encampments were. Great. We'll probably engage in warfare around the medieval era, maybe a bit later or earlier, depending. But hopefully this Let's Play will be amazingly fun. This is my first time playing Brave New World. And... 25... Okay. Very soon, this part will be ending. I'm trying to do them in, like, 20-minute segments. By recording one big session, probably split them into 20-minute segments-ish. So, very soon I'll be ending this part, and hopefully you guys will have enjoyed it. We're finding a lot of ruins early game, which is pretty good. I think we'll get a worker. It's going to take us 18 turns, unfortunately, but maybe we'll get a buff in production from something. And so it's already found a pantheon, which means they found a religion.
The meek shall inherit the earth.
In a ruins somewhere, like 10, 20 religion, I think it is. 10, 20, let's see. It's 15, I must have changed that. To found like your first pantheon, which is like the start of your religion. And those got upgraded to Spearman, which is an amazing early game thing to get. I don't believe it can be upgraded past Spearman. I could be mistaken about that. But with the Spearman, we could probably take out this Barbarian encampment, which may be a good idea. So let's bring our Spearman back round. Try and get them in, like, on this banana hill. To give them some extra cover and a buff against barbarians, possibly. We're almost at our first culture policy. Social policy, not culture policy, not making any sense. So we could start adopting things. We'll probably go for... I'm not entirely sure. We might go for something. We'll find out very soon. It's probably going to be liberty, possibly honor, but I'm never going to go piety. Religion doesn't really help early game. Well, I say that. It does help early game, but it's not something I want to do early game. Because it gives you very minor buffs. It was a massive mechanic to implement, I would say, back when they implemented last year. But it's more of like a side thing than a major way to... You can't win. There's no religious victory in the game. Oh, and we've met Pachacuti. Yes, Pachacuti of the Inca. It's 2 people on our continent. I'm not too happy about this. But maybe he'll engage the barbarians. No, maybe not. But main problem I found with civilization, there's 2 barbarians there now, was money. You run out of money very fast early game. So the ability to set up a caravan to connect you with another CIV, to earn money through like basically nothing, just keeping the caravan route clear, is really help early game, I would say. I'm about to have a power cut. I'm okay. We've been having brownouts since last night. As soon as the launch went off, I thought the power was going to cut again. But it's not turning off my computer, which I found very interesting. Let's attack these barbarians. We're going to take some losses, but because we're fighting from a hill, and we have a bonus against barbarians for whatever reason, we're going to easily take them out. And these barbarians are going to swing, either going to swing around to my spearmen, or swing down towards Lisbon. They're going to my spearmen.
Shall the clay say to him
we've got pottery, which allows us to build shrines, all sorts. Let us fortify and heal, and they'll attack us, and they'll lose, but we'll gain health back. Hopefully they'll attack us anyway. We're getting ready to construct a plantation. Unfortunately, I think these are in forests and jungles, so we're going to have to research wood cutting. Oh man, 3 barbarians is not going to go well. I'm going to have to divert production to another warrior to actually win that fight. Because we've got to get rid of this barbarian encampment, otherwise we're not going to be able to do anything. I may have to divert production towards a builder. Not a builder, a warrior, so that I can, defend my land from these barbarian invaders. Then I'll just, destroy the warrior afterwards. I'll keep attacking this one, because if you kill the encampment, they can't spawn anymore. So if we kill encampment, we'll get gold, no more spawn, and we'll just have to clean up the rest of the barbarians and hope not many more spawn around us, because that would suck. We've already gained a unit promotion. I'm going to get rough terrain because we're on rough terrain right now, and it's really giving us a massive buff against these barbarians. Now they could just instant heal, because I'm sure they've got enough XP to do an instant heal by now. Probably not, though. I hope not anyway. It's giving us a pointy sticks. Maria Theresa already has an incredible army. Someone's almost at 100 for army. Now remember, I don't know who any of these these civs are yet. I only know Pachacuti and Maria Theresa. Which reminds me, we should probably go into diplomacy, go to Pachacuti, trade, and we can't do embassy yet. What do I have to get for embassy? I need to get writing for embassy. That'll show me where their capital is. So let us go into this, and we will queue up writing. Just so that we can find out where the opponents essentially are. so we're not going to get blindsided by like Pachacute that could be just right here on the other side of this mountain range. We're possibly going to lose our spearman here. There's a massive possibility after 2 attacks. Although we only lost 1 spearman there. Okay, we're okay. And I should be able to get him. I can't get him out. So we're possibly going to lose our spearman here, but I'll put him on 45 until healed, which hopefully should keep him alive long enough to maybe half health. Maybe I'll try and pull him back. Because every time they attack into rough terrain, they're getting a debuff. It's the worst over rivers, I believe. But it means they can't do as much damage as another Pantheon being founded. It looks like we might be able to. We're going to keep these guys here because of the barbarians, and we're going to bring these guys back as quickly as possible so they can protect our people. And we are going to get a scout, and we'll put these guys out here because they can't. I'll be able to get these guys in the way. Even the barbarians come down this way, which they will reach here possibly, or maybe just even here because this might be rough. Or they go after the spearman. That was a massive mistake on their part. They lost that engagement. That's amazing. And look at all these other buffs I can now give him. I think I will give him. This isn't useful to us yet, so it's not waste. We're not going to waste it on that, and we're going to edit the unit name. Actually, I'm going to call it Alpha Squad. Oh. Hopefully, keep these guys alive as long as possible. Okay, and then they'll fortify until healed in our territory. And hopefully our scout will get out here and explore the entire continent. And then we can get writing and start, you know, getting other civs' locations up. Now, that was the end of the first part. I will hopefully see you guys in the comment section below if you liked and enjoyed, or even hated the video. Tell me why you hated it, tell me why you loved it, tell me why you're just indifferent about it. Share the video, like it, dislike it. You can dislike it if you want. I don't really mind. Just I would love your feedback on this new series. And I will see you guys in the next part, probably in the next few days. See ya.